And it's round number 5 today of our Williams Return to Glory career mode. And it's the first episode of the brand new year. If you guys did miss the previous one, it was a pretty amazing race actually for us, and especially for Oscar Piastri, after beefing with his own engineer, little innocent Oscar Piastri. Do you imagine him beefing anyone? No. But he beefed his engineer. He's still got problems with him, but clearly that is maybe just giving him annoying motivation, maybe the red mist is motivating him in the cockpit, because he only went and gone and won that last race in Imola. Amazing stuff. It was a double podium, but we're back now with the career mode for the first time in this year. And you may be thinking, Arav, hang on a minute, you said you were going to be streaming this series in January. I am. I just wanted to do one episode to return to the series this year, and the next time you see this game on the channel, I think I probably will be streaming it, so keep your eyes peeled. I'll maybe try and tweet out about it or community post when I'm going to do it, or you might just see the schedule for the stream, you know, coming up basically of the next episode. I'll stream them, then maybe, depending on, you know, what seems best, take them, you know, offline and chop them up and then upload the episode as normal, or I may just keep them up as live episode. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Should I then edit them, condense them down, and then upload them like proper videos, or should I just keep them as live stream? I think you can publish it as a live stream as a video, if that makes sense. So it's not under the live tab, it's in the video tab, but I don't know. I digress. Anyway, let's get into this. We've only got 4 days in-game till the Spanish Grand Prix, so pretty much means we're just going to get straight into the action. There's no time to do anything. We're just going to get straight into qualifying. We're going to enter quali with decent starting confidence. 91 for Piastri, 97 for Tsunoda. I think Tsunoda's got over 90 on the setup satisfaction. I think Piastri just maybe creeped into there as well, so pretty damn decent actually. And you know, off the back of Imola, I think we've got to take some confidence that maybe now the car, you know, with the few little upgrades we have done, is performing better in the race. We're no longer just qualifying merchants, although, to be fair, that's still something I want us to be. I still want us to qualify well, because that was one thing we never did well in the McLaren seasons of this game, was we never qualified well. We always had to make it up in the race or with a good strategy, whereas now we've actually been qualifying very well. And for the first time only at Imola did we actually convert that into the race. Let's hope we can do this time. Obviously Imola, we were helped out a little bit, you know, maybe quite a lot actually, by the whole wet strategy we had in the rain. This seemingly is going to be a bone dry race weekend, so that is going to be the first real test, litmus test, have we actually got a better race car now. It is good to be back on the circuit and watching these guys do their flying laps, yellow flags in Q1, but I'm hoping this will be a formality. But it's nice to see the Gulf Williams back on my screen, and hopefully yours as well. And hopefully we just carry on the vibes we ended 2023 with this team into 2024 here. So please, let's get a pole and let's get a win. I actually think the pole might be quite likely. Again, Tsunoda looking great, even though Piastri finally rocked up and arrived and looked comfortable in the Williams car. Tsunoda, once again, is just continuing this incredible qualifying run. About to send Piastri on another run, because look at this development going on here. We've got... Oh, there we go. Bloody hell, things changed very rapidly at the end of that one. Piastri was about P14 there, only 1/10 off. They're being knocked out. Some massive track evolution then. And in the end of it, he actually ends up being quicker than Tsunoda. The Red Bull's really rocked up. Leclerc... I forgot Leclerc was in... Wow, that spun me. I forgot Leclerc was in a Red Bull in his career. That's how long it's been since the last episode. The reigning champ, Lando Norris, second place. So McLaren getting a bit quicker, releasing the hands of Lando. Albon up there. But that changed very rapidly, you know. At one moment, I was like, okay, P5 for Oscar, we can just chill. And then it got a bit sketchy. So send him out just in case. We're through into Q2, though. But clearly some speed to find then. We only did one run with Tsunoda though, to be fair, so there will be some more time to find. All right, first laps on the board for Piastri as he comes through the final bend, and let's see what his time is compared to Tsunoda. They're going to go for 2 flyers, and I think traffic is not too bad on the circuit. I feel like Piastri may catch up to Mick Schumacher, but Tsunoda goes quicker than Piastri by just about 2/10 of a second. So again, the Japanese driver starts off stronger, but Piastri showed, not only at Imola, but also just then in Q1, that he is actually finding now his feet a little bit. And there you go, a purple first sector. Could Piastri on this second run here topple Tsunoda? Piastri across the line, yellow third sector. That's hurt him a lot. That's hurt him a lot. But 2 purples in first and second sector. That's promising. I think we've got a very strong shout now with both our drivers on the Saturday. And then ironically, Tsunoda's the one who needs to buck up a little bit on the Sunday because he's made mistakes. He's not maximised his poles, whereas Piastri now has. And we end Q2. Red Bulls are looking very quick, and Leclerc, more specifically, is looking quick in that Red Bull. 1-2, but Tsunoda P3, Piastri P6, which is decent. Both McLarens just about scraped in there. Vettel actually just manages to get in. And the sole Mercedes of Sergio Perez, 2 Ferraris and 1 Aston Martin. Interesting, but in terms of the difference in time there, it is close though. So I think Tsunoda still could well get that insane pole form going again in the top 10 shootout here. Piastri with a little bit more time to find, but it's very close actually. There's only, what, like 2 tenths separating the top 6. Mad. Right, sending them both out nice and early just to get some bank collapse in, really, and then we'll see if they can improve later on in the session. But only 10 cars, so traffic, hopefully, you'd think, isn't going to be a problem as we come through. Yeah, we're all good. We're going to get a clean first run, and the second one might be halted a little bit there as Tsunoda just had to overtake Carlos Sainz, but Tsunoda then sets down the marker, a 1:12.1. Well, we know they went quicker in Q2, wasn't it? A 1:11. 1:11.6, was it? Was it 1:11 or was it 1:12.6? No, it definitely was 1:11 because Albon's just done a 1:11.9. Mad, but Tsunoda is going purple, so he's finding a bit more pace on the second flyer. Piastri has a lot of time to find. He's 3 tenths down on that first run. That's not ideal. Tsunoda with the purple. There they go. Piastri finds some time. Tsunoda finds even more time. It's a 1:11.705. 1 tenth, just over 1 tenth to Leclerc in second place. Albon stays in third. Verstappen fourth. Piastri 3 tenths off in P5. So he needs to buck up a little bit, find a bit of time. I hope we can maybe get him on the second row at least. But Tsunoda again, he does it again. This little Japanese man, he can really qualify, can't he? In this game with this team in this scenario. Right, there we go. Send both of them out. I think there's a good amount of time to get round and start the lap. Tsunoda actually has maybe a little bit of a long-range tow, you know, on the car ahead, from the car ahead of him. Leclerc, who should be going quick in the Red Bull, but he may be on a... Is he on a slow lap? I can't tell. I really can't tell. I don't know. I think he's on a quick one, so Tsunoda might get a bit of a tow from him. And then Piastri's got a lot of clean air as he's just been able to get ahead of Vettel, our old McLaren driver. Going to turn 1, but let's see. Tsunoda, purple, first sector. Loving it, loving it. Right, let's fast forward this through to the last sector. Purple. This is it. This is Yuki Tsunoda. This is what he does as he goes to the line. Leclerc takes pole. Tsunoda snatches it away by nearly 5 tenths of a second. It's 4.6 tenths of a second ahead of Leclerc, the man directly ahead of him. Oh, Piastri comes in with second place. Come on. Yes, Williams. Okay, good lap. Yes, boys. Come on. Piastri second place. He's still so far off Tsunoda, just showing how quick this man is. This is what he does. But Piastri, that's brilliant. Second place. It's a front row lockout for Gulf Williams. But now we've got the very difficult task of converting this 1-2 to at least a 1 or a 1-3, or can we get a 1-2 in the race? I kind of doubt it a little bit. I don't think we're quite there yet. And, like I said, Imola, we got helped out in the race having that wet weather. We have still not won a race and converted good qualifying into a good race result in the bone dry, no rain to help the strategy, etc. And I still feel like other cars, like Leclerc's right behind us, the Ferraris even, and McLaren, they genuinely have so much good race pace in the dry. that a 1-2 just doesn't guarantee anything for us at the moment. We are a qualifying car. It's a 2-stop. All the strategies are saying a 2-stop, which is pretty good, actually, maybe for us. I feel like we don't want to go on too softs, though. I feel like maybe the way to go at the start, definitely start on softs, because everyone will just be nipping our heels. Soft, hard, medium. I like that strategy. It means we can lean on the tyre more. It also means we can come in earlier off the soft tyres if we need to, because let's say we're pushing this a lot, like, we're going to have to come in earlier, so around, like, lap 16, 15 maybe even. And then the hard tyres to the end, let's go for, that would be what, like 20-odd laps, 25? Could we do 25 laps? I reckon we could do 25 laps. 25, 26, yeah, okay, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for 26 laps on the hards and the mediums to the end. Obviously, we can extend the hard tyre if we feel like we can do that. Same thing for Piastri. Let's bring this down. Let's go a little bit lighter.
The stage is set here in Barcelona as we get ready for 66 laps of the Spanish Grand Prix. Yuki Tsunoda will be hoping things go his way today.
They're on pole and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
This should certainly be a good one, folks. One of the oldest races on the Formula One calendar. This is the Spanish Grand Prix.
Ooh, this is it. This is it. Lights out and we're on the way. It's a 1-2. Can we keep it that way? Piastri's a little bit slow and Leclerc has already got up to second place. He might even try and go for first. Around the outside there, Tsunoda on the inside defending first place. But Leclerc goes around the outside. There goes Leclerc. He's going for the lead. Yellow flag. Someone's made contact. Cars have made contact with each other. And Piastri is actually getting back down the inside of Leclerc. Tsunoda's done so well to get the elbow out, push Leclerc wide, and has allowed Piastri to get back in, but it's behind into turn one. Daniel Ricciardo, where is he? Where is he? Oh, there we go. In. Oh, both AlphaTauris come together. Not ideal for them. Not ideal for them. But yes, it's still a 1-2 then for Williams. We nearly lost it. We maybe even nearly lost first place, but Tsunoda did very well to defend, got the elbow out, and that allowed Piastri to get back through, and we keep the 1-2. Plenty of people on softs, a few people on mediums, but I think generally the people we're racing, which are Red Bull and maybe Russell's Ferrari, I don't know, they've chosen softs. Okay, so let's just continue like this right now. I'll let them race because, well, it's so early in the race, basically. It's so early in the race, but we need to make sure we can get to lap 16 with a good amount of pace. Right, Piastri might go for a move here. He is. Our two drivers are going to be side by side, maybe into turn one. Is Piastri going to take the lead away from Tsunoda? Oh, I am grimacing a little bit because this is a team principal's worst nightmare, is seeing their team, their drivers fighting for first and just not knowing, and you've got to put the trust in them that nothing is going to happen, and nothing has happened so far. But Leclerc and Verstappen ominously in the background, as well as Russell as well, and they could be pouncing at any moment in time. Let's calm this down now in the tyres because they're overheating just a little bit. Let's go balanced as well. I'm hoping we can bring that fuel down pretty quickly because so far we've had some pretty good fuel economy in the Williams. You know, I liken it to the car was sipping the fuel in previous episodes, but oh god, no, Piastri's been done by Leclerc. He's coming out of nowhere, Leclerc has, for the dive bomb. Piastri defends, but that kind of came out of nowhere, and this is without DRS, remember, so this is a little bit concerning that Leclerc is already on the back of us without DRS even being a factor. But we know on this game how powerful the DRS is on this main straight. Piastri might go for a move on Tsunoda, or might just use him as a good tow to pull him along and keep him ahead. Right, let's fast forward this a little bit. Let's see how this plays out. If we can keep 1-2. For now, it's looking all right. It's looking all right. Bit overcast on the main straight. There's no rain, is there? No. No rain forecast. Just double checking. Oh, no. There goes Leclerc again. He is literally the only man at the moment really threatening us. And he keeps snapping away at us. And this time, I think he may just have it. He has got Tsunoda. And hang on a minute. I didn't even see this. When did this... Wait, hang on. When did this happen? I'm not seeing things, right? When did Piastri overtake Tsunoda? Hey? When did that happen? Did that happen when I fast forwarded? It must have. It must have. It must have. What? What's going on there? I don't know how that's occurred. I'm so sorry for missing it, but Piastri's in first. Tsunoda's the one down in third. And under pressure from Verstappen, Leclerc all over the back of Piastri. Oh, okay. We can push a little bit more. Let's push again. Let's push again.
Let's keep the pace up.
And then Tsunoda, let's use a bit of deploy. And also Piastri, because he's side by side. And Leclerc's got him. Leclerc has got him. Right, let's see what they can do onto the next straight. Right, Leclerc may have overtaken us, but now we're going to have DRS back on him. So surely we go for that re-overtake. There we go. Leclerc sets the fast lap of the Grand Prix, but Piastri overtakes. And meanwhile, Tsunoda is watching on, and he's pulled away from Verstappen, which is very solid for us. That's what we want to see. We want to be pulling away from Verstappen. But now, actually, I want to go a bit more aggression with both drivers. Let's try and keep it this way. Push away from Verstappen, who is falling away. And is just still within DRS. Just. If Tsunoda can go a little bit quicker, he may be able to change that, though. Right, here we go. New lap. There we go. We're just outside DRS now, which is solid. We've used all our battery on both drivers. Not great, but... do we have the speed to maybe overtake? No. Leclerc's the one charging. We've got no ERS, and that's left us a little bit vulnerable there. But Tsunoda goes round the outside. Come on, mate. Come on. Come on. The long way round at turn 3. Can the Japanese driver do it on the man from Monaco? On the left, no. Leclerc slots in. First and third. Again, overtake fail. That's fine, mate. It happens. It happens. It happens, mate. It happens. Right. I say let's cool the tyres a little bit. Just to watch them. What's our tyre wear saying? 74. Okay, we're doing better than Leclerc actually on tyre wear, so we could probably push it a bit more, but I'll save that for the end of the stint. Okay, oh no. Just like that. One lap later. I don't know how this happens all the time, but one lap later of fast forwarding, Verstappen's suddenly here now. And Leclerc's lurking. Piastri's going to try and remain in first place. He will remain in first place. And instead, Tsunoda's on the attack again. I was a bit worried Verstappen was actually going to be the one overtaking Yuki. But Yuki's still adamant about overtaking Leclerc. But they're now very close together, the top 4. And Russell's there. Norris, Perez, Sainz, Joe, Albon. Well and truly, we're all not very far apart. It's a very closely packed field. As what? What's happened there? Tsunoda? Oh, he sent it down the inside, and he's somehow going for an overtake on Leclerc in a very unorthodox place on circuit. He's just made a pass. He's still going. Let's see. Let's watch the replay though, because where did this come from? Just a random dive bomb. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Just a very random dive bomb, and Tsunoda, well, he's still trying to finish off the move, to be honest. But he's made it work. He's got it. He's got it. Tsunoda's just made it a 1-2 out of nowhere. When I put him down on standard rather than aggressive, although Leclerc comes back at him, this is turning into an absolute ding-dong battle. The two of them have been side by side for nearly a whole lap, pretty much there. Incredible stuff. Right, what's going to happen here, though? Because both of them have DRS, and I worry that Piastri may be a sitting duck. Leclerc is pulling out. Piastri defends the inside, and that again invites Tsunoda. They're working well as a team, you know. I've not even told them to do anything, but they're working very well as a team because Piastri's basically blocking Leclerc on the inside. And that's inviting Tsunoda to go around the outside. So, it's not worked this time after all of that. One lap later, since he made that inside dive bomb, he's not made the overtake, but it was a good effort, And we're still looking good on tyre wear. Leclerc is not. And this happened before. Leclerc's very poor on his tyres in the Red Bull, for sure. Right, I'm just fast-forwarding through because we're getting the same sort of pattern. Tsunoda has got P2, though. What's happened here? Piastri had to re-overtake Leclerc, but in doing so, I think Tsunoda got through. I think Tsunoda got through there because, yeah, Piastri's first, and there is Tsunoda in P2. Lovely. Right, I'm actually going to push them on the fuel a bit and go attacking because we're only a couple of laps out from when we're going to make a pit stop. So let's try and make the most of this because Leclerc now is falling away. His tyres are going off. And Russell in the Ferrari is looking to make a move around the outside. And it's Verstappen now as the car trying to attack us. But Tsunoda gets down the inside. I'm letting them race. I'm letting them race right now. I think it's so early in the race. You've got to let them race at this point. So I'm letting them race. But let's just push this and try and build a gap if we can. And looks like that gap is not being built, but at least we're staying at arm's width away from Max Verstappen whilst these two are still squabbling over first and second. Okay, now I think it's time for a little bit of team orders because now we've shredded our tyres and we've not really gained that much. So let's just calm things down. Let's let them finish this fight. Whoever's first at turn 1 here, you can stay in first place. And that is going to be Tsunoda. Right, Piastri. Don't fight, teammate. Just stick with him, mate. Just stick with him. And let's hope we can defend Verstappen now. We used a lot of tyre wear pushing, and we didn't really gain that much. Verstappen's still there. We pulled away from Leclerc, at least, who's also struggling. But now we're the ones with 40% tyre wear, so that probably wasn't the wisest thing to do, pushing so much. We really didn't gain that much, but you live and you learn. Or you just live, because we've made that mistake before, maybe in the past. I feel like Verstappen's going to overtake us here. I feel like he will. Pit stop window's open, which is good. No, we're doing quite well here. We're doing quite well. We're still 1-2. I think this what do we call it? Team orders is working well for us, keeping everyone at bay. Norris now is ominously up into P4. Leclerc is still continuing to battle Russell, but Lando now is going to enter the equation, and we've seen how quick he can be in this McLaren in Season 3. I mean, obviously we know how quick he is firsthand, you know, having been our driver. Right, Verstappen's overtaken Piastri. Piastri's actually now down to P3. So I think now may be the time to say pitting in. I'm going to say Piastri come in because he's the one in third place. So I think he could try and undercut maybe. So let's pit in onto the hards. Yep, confirm pit stop this lap. And then Yuki, you're going to pit on to the next lap. As oh my god, what? Verstappen just made a move on Tsunoda there. Huh? Where? What the What an overtake from Verstappen. Jesus. Right. Attacking in lap for Tsunoda because he needs to try and stick with Verstappen here. And meanwhile, Piastri will peel into the pit. Tsunoda continues on. And hopefully we can try and make a repass on Verstappen. We're gaining with DRS, but just not enough to make an overtake because our tyres going to 30%. But we'll continue to pressurize Verstappen all the way through this lap. And now we'll be coming in. Piastri, meanwhile, in clean air. You're just getting the tyres up to temperatures, isn't it? And then we'll bring those down. Tsunoda's in. Verstappen stays out, but he's got the tyre wear for it, to be fair. But this is our scheduled pit stop. We always plan to come in now, as we've got Piastri having a go at Russell. Hang on a minute. Is Russell pit? Russell's pit. How has he come out ahead? Has Russell undercut us? That's mad. What? Russell's undercut us somehow. He's pit. And he's just... Oh, no. Did he just overtake? I'm so baffled. Okay, maybe Russell came in a lap earlier and his tyre's just up to temperature. But that's a bit worrying, because we were nowhere near this Ferrari before the first round of pit stops. That's very worrying. Tsunoda's coming out. Where is he going to be in relation to these guys? Piastri's there. Tsunoda is going to be, I think, just ahead of them, maybe. Oh, yeah, just ahead. But he kind of almost low-key blocked Piastri, I can't lie, for making an inside move there. That was a little bit frustrating, but we'll keep it standard now. Tsunoda's tyres need to heat up, and then we'll go standard for him. And then this is all about consistency, this stint. It's just standard. Keep it at that tyre temp. The checkerboard with Russell, Piastri, Sainz a bit further down the road. What are Red Bull playing at? They've not pit yet. Are they going to pit now? No. Neither is Norris. Leclerc's in, though. Leclerc's in. So they will come in eventually, but right now, they are not. And Russell has just overtaken... Where's our pace gone? Russell is overtaking Tsunoda. Where is our pace gone? On the hards. Have we got no pace on the... oh, dear. Have we got no pace on hards around Spain? Oh, dearie me. Right, I'm going to fast forward this. Let's see how this progresses. Well, Russell's overtaken us then. Look at that. He stayed ahead of us. Russell's legitimately just ahead of us now. At least Leclerc's behind. Oh. Oh, Yuki. It's another high-profile error from our main man. He can qualify, but he just can't keep it together in the races. It's another mistake.
Well, you can see the lock.
Ah, Yuki. Mate, brother, what more do you want me to say? Almost ends up in the wall. Yeah, stay focused though, mate. Stay focused. You've lost 3 positions now. It's time for a recovery drive. I don't know what you want me to say. Meanwhile, Piastri is ahead of Leclerc. Leclerc's opted for the medium tyre. Verstappen's still going. What is he playing at? 21%. He's the only soft tyre runner to not pit yet. He's still going. Are Red Bull throwing away their race? Or is this going to be 300 million IQ because he's now in? And, well, Leclerc's overtaken Piastri, so maybe Red Bull are just going for a bit of pain in the first stint to be quicker in the second stint, because Leclerc's on mediums and Verstappen chooses mediums. And we're on hards and we've been caught out. I don't think the hard tyres are a very good tyre for us to be on right now. The rest of them, they all started on mediums, so they're on a very different strategy here, but I'm very worried right now. I feel like we've made a honking mistake choosing hards, because clearly people are quicker, but... maybe at the end of the race, they'll go for hards and we'll go for mediums and we'll get them back. I don't know. Right, Piastri's re-overtaken the Ferrari as we push a little bit. And he's now overtaking Magnussen there. Ooh, wow, look at all these cars. So Piastri, he actually overtook Sainz. Right there and there, he overtook the Ferrari. And then he also overtook the Alpine of Magnussen. So Piastri up to P5. He's still having to fight Sainz, and Tsunoda is still recovering in P12. He's fighting Bottas right now, and he's looking to catch up to our old driver, Sebastian Vettel. Meanwhile, Leclerc is down the road and looking pretty good. Verstappen down in P8. I think he went a little bit too long on those softs as Piastri re-overtakes and gets up into P4. I can't tell how this race is going because Piastri now looks okay. I'm a little bit frustrated we've lost so much time to Leclerc after Leclerc looked so poor in the first stint, but he's looking better. Tsunoda, though, long day for him. Long day for Tsunoda. Right, sit rep, lap 29. Piastri is within 1 second of Carlos Sainz, he is still not managed to overtake fully, and instead the Ferrari's on the back of Leclerc, who leads the race. Verstappen is now closed up to P4, so he's actually looking better now, and he's got much better tyre wear on the mediums. Tsunoda, he's ahead of Lando Norris, but Lando's pit onto fresh mediums, and we're not really catching Vettel. So Tsunoda's race is not looking great at this stage. Piastri could still make something of it, but I'm a bit concerned about Verstappen right behind him. Lap 34. Piastri is looking to pass, and he has passed Carlos Sainz. Zhou Guanyu has spun it, and why is Tsunoda? Why is Tsunoda cussing? I don't like that. Zhou Guanyu spins it, and he was in P5. That's actually a massive shame for Zhou Guanyu. He's doing very well in P5. Why did Tsunoda just cuss, though? I'm very worried. Yuki, talk to me. What happened? Oh, for goodness sake, Yuki. Yuki! He's battling Bottas in the Sauber. And, oh dear. I mean, I think the Sauber could have given him a bit more room on the inside there, but his race is turning from bad to absolutely in the toilet. He's got a pit. Oh, we've got no front wing. Oh, no. Oh, I've got no spare front wing. This is what happens when you're doing a very slim operation with Williams. I've got no front wing. I'm just going to retire him. He's going to be completely out of this race. Lap 12, he's going to do a whole lap and then pit. And change a front wing that's not even there. Yeah, we're going to retire the car. I'm sorry, mate. How do I even do that? Where do I retire the car? There we go. Look, mate, I'm sorry. We're retiring the car. You're pitting this lap. And we've got an investigation and no penalties given. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But meanwhile, there is still some good news because we are battling Leclerc with Piastri. And we have cut on to the right time because we have just got into first place with Piastri. Lovely, lovely stuff. Can we hold on to it, though? I don't think so. They'll probably swap positions, but we're just fast-forwarding through, going through the motions. We'll use a bit of fuel here to help us out. Good fuel economy. Again, very good fuel economy from Piastri as he continues to fight. Use a bit of fuel again, and he's still neck and neck with Leclerc. Oh, Leclerc moves to the inside, covering off his teammate a little bit. It really is just 1v2. Both Red Bulls ominously attacking us, whereas Sainz is pit again very early for another set of hard tyres. Was he on mediums before, though? Was he on mediums? Let's see. Sainz. Oh, yeah, he was on mediums. Okay, that's why. That explains a lot. So we will have an advantage because these guys will... by that logic, Red Bull will be pitting onto hards and will be the ones on mediums. So I think we actually could look very good at the end of this race. This is slowly turned into a very solid race for Piastri. It looked a bit ropey when he was battling Russell at the start of his hard tyre stint, but he's done very well. Right, Piastri is going to pit very soon, probably on the next lap or two. I'm just going to carry on as we are right now. This is the optimal stop. Right, ignore that. Hang on a minute. Let's push, deploy. Let's get this overtake done before we pit. We overtake Verstappen this time because Leclerc, once again, Leclerc is facing some horrendous tyre wear and he is having to race, an AlphaTauri that is trying to unlap himself, which is Daniel Ricciardo. Meanwhile, Piastri has re-overtaken Verstappen to get into first place. Great stuff, mate. Great stuff. Right, let's keep first place. All the way into the pits we go. And we're now going to come in onto... Wait, hang on a minute. I said pit. Did I? I said pit, didn't I? Okay, no. Oh, I may have... I forgot to say pit. My bad, Piastri. You can continue on for another lap. You know what? I thought you'd just go on for another lap since your pace is looking so good. Box. Verstappen continues on. Leclerc is in this lap, along with that lapped AlphaTauri he was racing. Where is Sainz going to factor into all of this? Because he was, well, in the realm of where we were before, and he actually might still be in the realm. Yeah, Carlos Sainz, the home favourite, huge undercut, and he's got ahead of us by quite some margin. But he's now on 81% hards. We're on fresh mediums. We should be able to catch him, but fair play to Ferrari for trying these undercut strategies. And at least trying to go for the win. Right, Piastri, he's overtaken Ocon, and he's now on the back of Carlos Sainz. Leclerc is a little bit down the road, 2 seconds to be exact. Verstappen, once again, yet to pit. He's going very long again on his stint as we overtake the Spaniard up into P4. Now, the interesting thing is, I think there's half a chance that maybe Norris and Albon try and go to the end. Both of them, I think, started on medium. So actually, no, to be fair, Albon could try and go to the end. Norris has to pit, doesn't he? Just for the tyre rule. He has to pit. Yeah, he does. Whereas Albon could try and go to the end. Don't know whether he will, but he was on the mediums at the start. So it does open him up for the one-stop strategy, maybe. Right now, we'll just calm things down. And we'll just carry on like this. Verstappen's in. And Verstappen comes out miles back. Even behind Perez. He comes out in P7. No, P9. Verstappen is P9. Zhou Guanyu ahead of him. Then Russell, Perez, Leclerc, Sainz. There is Piastri. These two, looking at the pace, I think they'll probably pit. So we're in a net P1. Right now, we're in a net P1. Well, these guys haven't pit yet. Lap 51. But we are now within 1 second of them. And we've dropped Carlos Sainz. The pace that Piastri's had on these mediums is so solid. And you know all that pain we had at the start of this stint on hards? Well, now these guys are on hards. So it's their turn. And we're the ones on the quicker tyre. As we've got Norris and Albon fighting. And that is inviting Piastri in to try and make an overtake on track, fair and square, for first place. Let's get him. Let's get him.
No Lyco.
Here we go. Piastri pulling, gaining. He goes by. And then he's going to be 3 wide momentarily. But Oscar Piastri legitimately on track overtakes cars for first place. Gets into the lead, and now from here, well, we've just got to try and control this, really. Take a bow, Oscar Piastri, because we ended 2023 with a victory in this career mode series. Our first win with Williams, with Piastri, one of the new drivers we signed to the team. Obviously, Tsunoda was already at Williams, you know, when we were with McLaren. And we ended last year, 2023, with the win for Piastri at Williams. And here we are, starting 2024, the first episode back with the series, and Piastri has looked so comfortable out in first place. We've got fuel to spare, we've got a little bit of tyre wear to spare, and it's looking fantastic. And unfortunately, it's a DNF of Tsunoda. We retired him early because he actually had no pace even before his front wing off. But also, we didn't have a front wing to give him. But what a dominant, in the end, race from Oscar Piastri. He soaked up the pressure. He did the hard work in the middle, sit in the hards. It'll be Leclerc who's going to be leading the Red Bulls in second place. Verstappen third, then followed by pretty strong Sainz and Russell P4 and 5, but they just didn't have the tyre wear and the pace overall to challenge the Red Bulls nor us, because Oscar Piastri comes through the final corner and he's going to win again in Formula 1. It's back-to-back victories for Oscar Piastri and our team at Gulf Williams. Come on, lad, come on. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. It took him a while, it really did. It took till round 4 or 5. I don't even remember what round this is, but it took him up until Imola to actually get to grips with this Williams. But now he's comfortable with it. He's clearly comfortable with the car because he's now won 2 races in a row. And he wasn't even on pole. Tsunoda on pole, qualifying Merchant. He's not even in the race right now. Great stuff.
Excellent showing from Oscar Piastri.
Absolutely excellent. Yeah, I agree, Crofty. Big performance from Oscar Piastri. Interesting race, really. This proves, one, at least in the hands of Piastri, we now do have a car that can win in the race and not just qualify well. But at the same time, there were glimpses, you know. Ferrari put up much more of a fight than I thought they would this race. Red Bull, up until the final stint, did give us a bit of agony. To be honest, I think Red Bull could have been a lot closer to us if they didn't do that odd strategy of pitting so late every stint. The only big surprise in terms of who wasn't there was McLaren. I expected Lando to be a bit closer after he was leading at some point in the race. So, yeah, no, very good. We're going to obviously keep our wits about us and keep on upgrading. But that was very good. Very solid. Obviously, the big blunder was Tsunoda. So it's not perfect. We've still got to improve in that department in terms of getting both drivers on the podium. Because Piastri, he's into second place. So as an individual, Piastri is the man in the moment. He is now the one chasing after Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship. But constructors-wise, we're still so far away from Red Bull. And if we want any kind of hope or glimmer of trying to challenge Red Bull, we need both drivers in the top 3 minimum. We do. What I will say though is having one driver just winning a race and getting a good result could still be good enough to secure second place ahead of the likes of Ferrari and McLaren, who just keep swapping in terms of, you know, one race McLaren are the ones challenging Red Bull, then it's Ferrari, then it's McLaren. You know, obviously we're kind of in the mixer as well. So genuinely still, right as it is right now, I think we're good to challenge for P2. If we want to aim higher. We need to be getting both drivers in the top 3, but what a fantastic way to come back to the game in the new year. Guys, if you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.